Hello, everyone. Today we're like AK Real today, middle of September 2018. A little while to put out a market update. It's not because the market is bad, though sometimes it feels that way. I haven't necessarily had a lot of new things to add. The good news is right now we're ahead of 2016 sales numbers. So we've had more sales now than we had in 2016. So we are no longer the slowest we've been in 20 years. The bad news is we're still 26% below the 20-year running average. Price declines, and I guess it would be more good news. Price declines are very moderate these days. The market is going down slowly, but very, very slowly. And so nothing drastic is happening out there. Now, the reason I'm putting this video out is that people understand these days the market's slow. I think people drive around, they see for sale signs, they see the papers, they see market updates like mine. What they want to know is, when is the market going to improve? It's a very hard question to answer, to be honest with you. It's hard to know kind of what's going to go on here. We have some good news some days when we see the economy supposed to be growing. We have bad news pipelines, bad news on unemployment, good news for Olympics, all these sorts of things kind of come and go. And I stick to sort of the old basics. And the first thing I look at is the rental market. And the rental market is better than it was last year. Not drastically so, but rents are definitely up for about 10% from this time last year. And that, last year was really the bottom of the market for that. And I think that bottom of the rental market, really shows up in sales markets now. Is that people kind of, last year they decided to rent, and they rented for a year, now they're probably going to stay on for another year. They're figuring out what's going on in the market overall. And so it's kind of 2 years for those people who started to rent last year, who maybe could have bought. And so now we're sort of seeing that kind of really come to fruition in this market right now. So those renters stay on the sidelines, and they're still on the sidelines, and probably will be until at least the spring of 2019. I think the 2019 spring market, we should start seeing some of that pent-up demand kind of come through. Now, the issue, of course, is there's definitely pent-up demand from people who are holding off buying right now. But there's also pent-up demand from people who are holding off selling right now, waiting for a better market. Sometimes people can see, my neighbors didn't sell, they tried to list for this. Some people are realistic and say, well, if they didn't sell for that, I'm not going to sell what I want to sell for. So there's pent-up demand as well as pent-up supply, and that's really going to put a cap on this market. So if you're asking me, I think that 2018 is going to be the bottom end of the market. Obviously 2016 was low. 2017 was sort of got a little bit better. But if I relate to recent history, 2008 was bad. 2009 we actually saw a bit of a bump up, and then 2010 was bad. So I think 2018 is going to look back on like the 2010, a slow market, bottom of the barrel for terms of prices. And a lot of people don't really understand that. Like, prices really did bottom out in 2010. And if you bought then, you've probably done fairly well, even with our recent downturn. 2019 will probably look a little bit like 2011. Things will get better, and ideally then 2020, 2021 look like 2012 and 2013, which were good times. So overall, it's still going to take a long time for the market to recover. If you're looking to do something right now, you probably just need to do it. Waiting another 2 years isn't going to help a lot in terms of prices. So if you're going to sell, price your home realistically. And again, for buyers, I think a lot of buyers still feel like it's a fire sale out there. That's not the case. I think you need to kind of get into the market. When you find a product that you like, I think the good thing for buying these days is you can still take your time. And the only thing really concerning buyers these days is continual interest rate increases, which obviously you're paying more for. So I think that's overall kind of my feelings on the market right now. I think I'd summarize it by saying that it's a slow market. It's not going to change for the drastic anytime soon. So if you're waiting for something to happen, don't. Just do what you got to do. As always, 403-990-1278 if you have any questions, or send me an email to daveruddick@remax.net. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I will talk to you all soon.